What if your plate held the key to perfect hormone balance? Unlock the nutrition secrets that supercharge your metabolism. Welcome back to Wellness Waves, your go-to podcast for science-backed strategies on health, fitness, and holistic well-being. I'm Dr. Elias Seit, and today we're building on our last dive into hormone synergy by exploring advanced nutrition that fuels it all. We're shifting from basic eating habits to precise, targeted approaches that align your meals with your body's natural rhythms. If you've struggled with energy dips, weight plateaus, or feeling out of sync, this episode reveals how smart food choices can create lasting vitality. Stay with me. By the end, you'll have an easy daily plan to nourish your way to balance. Let's get into it, because I know how frustrating it can be when your diet feels like it's not working, and I'm here to change that for you. All right, friends, this is where we roll up our sleeves and really unpack the magic of nutrition for hormone harmony. We'll start simple with the foundational building blocks, your macronutrients, and layer on from there, step by step, like constructing a sturdy house where every room supports the others. Then we'll integrate micronutrients, explore how timing and combinations amplify effects, dive into specific hormone-targeted strategies, and finally connect it all to your gut and lifestyle for that full system boost. Along the way, I'll share real-world examples, common pitfalls, and practical tweaks so you can apply this immediately. Think of this as your roadmap. We begin at the ground level and climb to the panoramic view, solving those nagging issues like fatigue, mood swings, or stubborn belly fat, one layer at a time. First, let's ground ourselves in the essentials, proteins and their pivotal role in hormone production and stability. Proteins aren't just for muscles, they're the raw materials your body uses to synthesize hormones like insulin, which regulates blood sugar, and thyroid hormones that crank up your metabolic engine. Amino acids from proteins, think tyrosine for thyroid hormones, or tryptophan for serotonin, which ties into cortisol management, are like the bricks in this build. Without enough, your hormones can't form properly, leading to imbalances that show up as constant hunger, sluggish mornings, or even anxiety. For instance, I had a patient, let's call her Sarah, who was always tired despite sleeping well. Turns out her low-protein breakfasts were starving her thyroid of key aminos. We switched her to eggs or Greek yogurt in the morning, and within weeks, her energy stabilized because insulin and thyroid started working in tandem, preventing those blood sugar crashes that spike cortisol. To make this actionable, aim for 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. Sources? Lean options like chicken, turkey, or fish for animal-based, quinoa, lentils, or tofu for plants. But here's the synergy twist. Pair proteins with veggies to enhance absorption. The fiber slows digestion, keeping insulin steady and supporting thyroid's steady burn. This duo addresses the problem of why am I always crashing mid-afternoon by creating a slow-release energy system that keeps cortisol from overreacting to stress. We'll build on this as we go, but already you're seeing how one choice ripples through the network. Now, shifting gears to healthy fats, these are the lubricants for your hormone machinery, especially for steroid hormones like estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol, which are derived from cholesterol. Yes, cholesterol isn't the villain. In moderation, it's essential. Omega-3 fatty acids from salmon, flax seeds, or walnuts reduce inflammation, which otherwise disrupts insulin signaling and amps up cortisol, creating that vicious cycle of stress eating and weight gain. Picture this: fats form the cell membranes where hormones dock and work their magic. If those membranes are rigid from too many processed fats, hormones can't communicate effectively, leading to issues like irregular periods in women or low libido in men. Take omega-3s and omega-6s. The ideal ratio is about 1 to 4, but modern diets skew to 1 to 20, inflaming the body and throwing off estrogen metabolism, which can exacerbate PCOS or menopausal symptoms. Solution? Incorporate fatty fish twice a week or supplement with algae oil if vegan. I remember a client, Mike, whose high-stress job had his cortisol through the roof, messing with his testosterone.
Adding avocados and nuts to his lunches calmed inflammation, balanced that cortisol-testosterone seesaw, and he reported better focus and less irritability. This isn't just theory, it's solving the why do I feel inflamed and foggy puzzle by nurturing the fat-hormone connection, which we'll weave into carbs next. Carbohydrates, often demonized, but when chosen wisely, they're fuel for thyroid function and insulin harmony. Complex carbs like sweet potatoes, oats, or brown rice provide steady glucose, preventing the spikes that exhaust your pancreas and disrupt cortisol. Fiber-rich ones especially feed your gut bacteria, which produce short-chain fatty acids that modulate estrogen and testosterone levels. Ever wonder why after a sugary snack you feel wired, then wiped? That's insulin surging, then crashing, pulling thyroid down with it and elevating cortisol for a fight or flight you don't need. To fix this, focus on low glycemic carbs. Pair them with proteins and fats for even slower release. For example, a meal of oatmeal with nuts and berries supports thyroid hormone conversion, T4 to active T3, while keeping insulin in check. This tackles the massive problem of metabolic slowdown, common in dieters who've cut carbs too harshly, leading to thyroid suppression and weight regain. By integrating carbs strategically, you're creating a buffer against stress-induced hormone chaos, setting the stage for micronutrients to fine-tune. Let's layer in those micronutrients now, starting with vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin that's crucial for thyroid activation and estrogen balance. Low levels, common in indoor lifestyles, impair insulin sensitivity and boost cortisol, leading to bone loss, mood dips, and fat accumulation. Get it from sunlight, 15 minutes daily, fatty fish, or fortified mushrooms. Studies show supplementing to 2,000 to 4,000 IUs daily can harmonize these, solving winter blues or chronic fatigue for many. Magnesium next, the relaxation mineral, found in spinach, almonds, and dark chocolate. It aids over 300 reactions, including insulin signaling and cortisol regulation. Deficiency? It amps stress, slows thyroid, and disrupts sleep, creating a cascade of imbalances. Aim for 300 to 400 milligrams daily. One patient of mine, dealing with insomnia and high cortisol, added pumpkin seeds and Epsom salt baths. Her estrogen stabilized, reducing PMS severity. This is key for the "why can't I unwind" crowd. Zinc follows, vital for testosterone synthesis and thyroid hormone production. Oysters, beef, or chickpeas are top sources. Low zinc hampers immune function tied to cortisol and inflames the gut, affecting all hormones. Pair with copper from nuts for balance. This combo addresses low energy and poor recovery post-workout. Iron, especially for women, supports thyroid by carrying oxygen. Anemia throws it off, spiking cortisol. Leafy greens with vitamin C enhance absorption. Selenium from Brazil nuts protects thyroid from oxidative stress, and iodine in seaweed ensures production without overdrive. Now, expanding to antioxidants like vitamin C in citrus and E in nuts that combat free radicals from stress, preserving hormone integrity. Polyphenols in berries modulate estrogen, reducing cancer risks. This network solves inflammation-driven problems like joint pain or skin issues by shielding the hormone web.
Timing your nutrition amps this up. Chrononutrition aligns with circadian rhythms. Breakfast, heavy on proteins and fats, kickstarts cortisol's natural peak without overload. Lunch balances carbs for energy. Dinner, light to aid melatonin. Intermittent fasting, 12 to 16 hours, can enhance insulin sensitivity, but monitor thyroid, not for everyone. Combinations matter. Hormone salads with cruciferous veggies, broccoli, detox excess estrogen via liver support, while fermented foods like kimchi boost gut probiotics, clearing hormones and reducing cortisol. This tackles gut hormone disconnects like bloating or irregular bowels affecting mood. Specific strategies. For insulin resistance, cinnamon and berberine stabilize blood sugar. Thyroid support, kelp for iodine, but test levels first. Estrogen dominance, flax seeds bind excess.
Testosterone boost, zinc-rich foods plus resistance training. Full integration, your diet orchestrates the symphony. Macros build the bass, micros tune instruments, timing conducts rhythm, gut amplifies sound. Disruptions like processed foods create discord, whole foods harmony. This solves the overarching "why doesn't my body respond" by empowering holistic choices. We've covered a lot, and it's normal to feel a bit daunted, like when hidden deficiencies cascade into full-blown fatigue or mismatched meals fuel mood swings that sabotage your day. These loops can trap you in frustration, but recognizing them is the first step to breaking free. Shift your mindset, view food as medicine, experiment gently, and track wins. This turns confusion into control, empowering you to reclaim vitality. Here's your plug-and-play plan. Breakfast boost, eggs, spinach, avocado. Builds hormones, stabilizes blood sugar. Lunch harmony, salmon, quinoa, broccoli. Fights inflammation, detoxes. Snack support, nuts, berries. Sustains energy, supports thyroid. Dinner wind down, turkey, kale, sweet potatoes. Promotes recovery. Add hydration, movement, sleep. Journal progress for motivation. We've journeyed through nutrition's depths, from basics to full synergy, arming you to fuel your best life. Next, stress mastery to safeguard it all. Subscribe, like, share, comment your top insight. Thanks for Wellness Waves. Nourish wisely, thrive fully.